unless this is your first time here, I'm the Northwest Fisherman Chris, and if you like what you see here today, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe down below. That would help me out a lot. I'd really appreciate that. But today we're going to be cracking open what is probably most likely going to be my last unboxing for the Mystery Tacklebox Pro Panfish and Trout. The last couple months have kind of made me feel some type of way, and let's just crack this thing open and see if we get warm fuzzy feelings from it. Alright? Oh, it's kind of exploding out of the box there a little bit. Alright, so let's get digging in here. The first thing we got is a Patrick Sabel Creations Rotoshad up and down vertical ice jigging rig. So this is 1/4 ounce, supposed to be, well, fished vertically because it's an ice fishing jig. But that's kind of cool. It spins and rotates. I mean, if you were able to cast this, you could probably throw this for like a crappie or bluegill or even trout. Oh, that's okay, so that's really neat. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. So the actual bodies of the fish are offset, kind of like a propeller blade, which is really neat. So yeah, it should just go down and then pull back up. Okay, so this is actually a lot cooler than I thought it was going to be, but you're definitely going to want to run this with a swivel. Just snap it on there, otherwise you're going to get tons of line twist. This feels heavier than a 1/4. I like this. Okay, you could definitely cast this and then kind of yo-yo it like you would like a lipless crankbait or like a crappie jig. This is neat. Okay, so this is actually way neater outside of the package than this ever was going to be inside the package. It's got what's the color on this? Nope. Nope. The color is this. Little tails. Hand-tied little skirts there. Kind of molded in. It's got like glue over it. Those hooks are sharp. Oh. Dropped it. But yeah, check that out, guys. This thing's really neat. Got like a black back. Blue sides with a little spot on it. It's going to be so hard for you guys to really see this really well because this camera's not going to do this justice. Yeah, this is actually really cool. Patrick Sabel Rotoshad. That's what it is. I've never seen anything like this before. I also don't ice fish. So that would also make sense, but this is kind of really neat. I kind of like it. I mean, I'd definitely throw this, not ice fishing. Alright, let's grab the next thing in the box. Lucky John's Ultra Worm. Inch and 1.4 inches, so just under 1.5 inches. There's 12 of them in here. Explosive injection of scent and taste. S&T formula. Salt or shrimp and taste. Yeah, salt and taste. Let's just go with that. Oh, scent and taste. Okay. Kind of tired, guys. Cut me some slack. Nice chartreuse color. Okay, let's crack one of these open. Let's get one of these little guys back here. Ooh, they are like, they're pretty juicy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That? Oh. So it's like a chartreuse with like a red and blue flake in it. A little bit of green in there too. Like, this is super finessey. I really like this. It's got so much action. Just being here. Like, my hand's a horrible backdrop for this. But this is super cool. This is super cool. I don't do a tremendous amount of pan fishing, but I think this summer I'm gonna just, take some nice days and just try to go like baby panfish fishing. I like these. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't really smell a whole lot of scent on it, but I'm also a little bit congested. So grab some. Oh, what's this? Okay, so we got a Guggen Squad micro banger, and this is the ghost scale color. Little bitty square bill. So this is gonna dive 1 to 2 feet, 1 to 3 feet. It's an 1/8 of an ounce, so it's super lightweight. Oh. So they really taped this thing. Like, taped it. Alright, let's see if we can get in this guy. There we go. There we go. Oh, okay. We got it out. So the ghost scale color. Okay, so see this little bit of chartreuse here on the tail? It's become, like, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I forget which college or it was an institute did a study on the way fish react to chartreuse. So little spots of chartreuse like this will have, when the fish go to hit it, they'll be more keened on to hit that spot of chartreuse, which will increase the hookup ratio on the rear hook versus the front hook, which I have had experience with that being the truth, and I've also had the experience with that not being the truth. One super notable thing about this little bait here, which is kind of really interesting, really exciting. So these little bait treble hooks here, they are actually EWG style treble hooks, which I am a huge fan of EWG style treble hooks. This little guy's pretty exciting. I feel like I already have this, but it might also be that I have this color in a micro diving crank. But let's give this little guy a listen, because he does have a tiny little rattle in it. Oh yeah. It's got some pretty good rattle in there for such a small crank. This is cool. I actually really enjoy these tiny little baby cranks like this, because in the spring and summer, if you're out, I mean, even if you're dock fishing or you're fishing for whatever, you can throw one of these little guys in the shallows, or you can throw this little guy out in the main lake, and if there's trout feeding, they will nail this. They will choke this thing, and they will hit it because, well, they're trout. And how do I say this? I figured out in the last couple of years, especially hatchery trout, like planted trout, really get aggressive around things that rattle. Yeah, things with blades, spoons, they'll hit night crawlers, they'll hit power bait, all that stuff. But something about rattles really, because if you're on the main lake and you throw this doesn't have flash, there's not really a huge amount of attractant to it, and this doesn't send off like huge vibrations, but they hate that rattle. They hate that rattle for some reason, and it's the little hatchery guys that hate it. But no, this is a pretty cool bait. The color on this is super complicated, so if you're listening, I'm going to hold this up to the camera, and I'm going to recommend that you take a peek at this, because it's a lot of colors all going on at once. They kind of just took the whole color palette and threw it at it, with that chartreuse spot in the tail and the orange on the front. and the pearl on the bottom. But the top of it, it's like a beer bottle, blue, brown, gold, silver speck. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot. That one... That one's neat. Alright. Okay, what do we got here? Ready to fish, refill, inline spinner, 1/16 of an ounce. High flash, easy spin blade, highly visible, blah blah blah. Who cares? It's in white. I love white spinners. When in doubt, and you're fishing for trout, or if you're fishing for trout, really, okay, so besides the fact that white is my go-to color, but especially for trout, white is my go-to color. It's just a great matchup for basically anywhere you'd want to fish. Okay, so this is essentially an exact rooster tail knockoff with a smaller hook. So the legit rooster tail has a larger treble hook on it. It's got a almost willow blade on it. It's 1/16 of an ounce. It's built exactly like a rooster tail, Warden's white rooster tail, except for just it doesn't have good of a blade. The feather skirts doesn't look to be as high of quality, and it's got a tiny little bitty hook. Those aren't bad things, but they're not great things. As far as spinners go, it wouldn't be my first pick, but I wouldn't not throw it. This is definitely going to get thrown because it is going to work. That's all there is. That is just going to catch fish. Even though it's not like a super fancy name brand guy, it's still going to catch fish, guys. That's like, this is a staple. You go trout fishing, just go get one of these. Maybe not 1/8 of an ounce if you're fishing from like a bank, but go bigger. Maybe like get like an 1/8, maybe not 1/8. What did I say this was? Yeah, this is an 1/8. Get a quarter. Get a quarter and maybe like a 3 ounce, 3/8 ounce. 3/8 ounce is kind of big. Go with a quarter. Get the white one. Get a, like, I don't want to say chartreuse, but get kind of like that green gold one. They're going to have a green gold one. And if they have like a red one, or like a red and white one, get that one too. Great colors. Speaking of great colors, we got white 3-inch tickle grubs from Collins. I love grub tails. I love grub tails, guys. I don't care if they got the little triple wispies at the end, or if they're actually just like a giant worm, or if they're this size, or if they're the little ones. These work. Okay, you can throw this on a jig head. Just throw this on a jig head, and just throw it out there. And reel it back. You can pop it, you can yo-yo it, you can dead it, you can do anything you want. You could even throw this on a drop shot if you really were so inclined to. It will catch a fish. You can use it as a trailer on a spinnerbait. You can put this on like this size would be perfect on like a mini max, like a baby chatterbait. Yeah. Yeah. Grub tails are kind of like swim bait trailers. Yeah, I'm not mad I got these. These are fantastic, and they've got so much action. And they got these little ticklers on them. I don't really understand what the little ticklers are supposed to do. It doesn't matter what the little ticklers do because it's a grub tail. Whatever those little ticklers do, it's cool. If those little ticklers don't actually do anything, it's fine because it's a grub tail. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything. This is awesome. This is a great color. You're going to get grub tails, white, chartreuse, get the pink guys, and, oh, what else is, Oh, orange. I like the orange grub tails too. You can use them for so much. You know, actually, they've done a pretty good job at covering colors here for this, which is pretty nice. Okay, what's this? Oh, I was trying to pick up the little decal. I can't quite see the whole box. Oh, there's still stuff in there. Cool. Alright, what's this? Bayou Rattler Products sonar balls. Shake me, I rattle. Oh. One bite, you're hooked. Used with any non-rattling lure or live bait. Warning, in California, this bait will give you cancer. Got it. Don't take this bait to California. Don't take most things to California. It gives you cancer or something. It's the weirdest warning. Okay, let's see if I can get one of these little guys out. Ugh. Okay, so this looks exactly like it did inside the package, except for now it's outside the package. It's a tiny little plastic ball with the... It sounds like... the microphone's not going to pick it up, but it's got like... It's got like... the tiniest little baby rattle in it. Imagine like a tape dispenser. Okay, you know how the like nice weighted tape dispensers, they have sand in them, and when you move them, they kind of go because it's the sand rolling around in it. It's kind of what these sound like. I don't know what kind of difference this is actually going to make, but I am 10,000% going to try this, because this is... Why not? This is pretty neat. And if this works pretty awesomely, even better. If it doesn't work, oh no, I tied a little bead on. This is a win right here. Because this can't really negatively affect you. It can only positively affect you, or no, doesn't affect you at all. These are pretty cool. Okay, so I will applaud them on this. This is either going to be really, really cool, or it's going to be kind of dumb. I think it's going to be really cool. When there's a whole pile of them together, you can really hear them in that package. That's cool. Okay, I like that. I really like that. That's probably one of the cooler things I've gotten in a long time. Besides, like, this guy. This guy's pretty cool. The little spinny fish guy. But I think those might be the coolest thing. Alright. Well, let's just do these hooks first. Quantity 6, size, what was that? 2, Aberdeen hooks, light wire for panfish. It's an Aberdeen hook, size number 2, from Eagle Claw, laser sharp, light wire. I only really got to open these because they're light wire Aberdeen hooks. That looks like a hook. Alright, let's check out this soft plastic. Bonehead tackle, made in the USA. We got a color on this? No. But it gives us rigging for using it on a ball head jig. Well, you guys are going to be able to see that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's pretty straightforward. get one of these little guys out here. This color is kind of like a shad color. Nice black back, down to like a little tickle tail there. A lot of action in that. Kind of a, really, it's kind of a matte color. Now that I've touched it and wiped that shine off, the back has got like a matte black color, which is kind of really neat. While the belly is kind of like a translucent pearl with a huge rainbow flakes in it. That's actually really, really neat. Do I have any tiny little jig heads over here laying around? Probably not. That is a negatory. That's pretty. That's pretty cool, actually. It's like a little minnow fry. Super exciting, actually. I really like that color. I hope you guys can really, because it goes throughout the whole tail, even though it's a large flake. And this thing's got a lot of action. Imagine this just kind of quivering in the water, just chilling like a little fishy. Put this on like an 1/8 ounce jig head, and throw it underneath like a weighted bobber, and then just let it chill out there. Let the ripple of the water give this all the action it needs. That's really cool. That's a great bait. That is a really, really good bait. I really like that, because that's a very versatile, very usable size. That's really good. Alright, the box this month was actually really pretty alright. This is spot on. This box, I wouldn't quite call this like a redemption box. But this box was a lot better than it's been the last couple months. I feel like I got good quality out of this. I got good value out of this. I got a lot of things in this that I would use. Not everything in this box was fantastic, like the knockoff spinner. But let's see what else we got in here. Yes, big old pike or muskie. Either way you look at that toothy guy right there, it doesn't have stripes or spots, so it can't be either one of those fish. I mean, it could be a walleye. It's got a little white spot right there in the eye. Yeah, it's a little too green. Could be a walleye. But the jaw's not quite right. Those teeth are way too big for a walleye. Well, we got doubled up on literature here this month. So, it's kind of fun. Alright. So, wow. So the really neat little up and down fishy guy here, this was $11. This is really cool. But I would not have paid $11 for this. But it's all fish with it, and then I'll see how I feel about $11 for that. $8 for the micro banger, and we know this has been on sale. See, this is why I've been not wanting to do the MTB boxes anymore. It's because this has been on sale for several months. And they put it in here at $8. Come on, MTB. Tickle Grub? Okay, $5 all day. Deal. $5. Cool. Got it. Inline spinner, $4. I'll be honest with you, I think the OG Warren's White Rooster Tail, I think I'm pretty sure it's less than $4. Just gonna throw that out there like that. The Bonehead Tackle Slim Stick, $3.49. Yeah, definitely. This is worth $3.49 all day. And this isn't. Yeah, I like this. That's cool. Lucky John Pro Series Worm, the first thing I took out. Yeah, $3.29. 10 of them. Good color. Okay, deal. Got it. Sonar balls. $2.99. A little rattly guys. Yeah. I would probably throw $3 at this. Just because. And the non-offset ultralight Aberdeen hooks, $2.09. We got 6 of them. Okay, that's not that upsetting. The only thing I'm upset about is really that Guggen Squad banger for $8 in the box. And for the same amount of money, we could have had a Warden's White Rooster Tail, or we could have had the Blue Fox Vibrix, or I think even in that $4 or $5 range, we could have had a Panther Martin, because I think Panthers are a little bit more expensive. I think they're like $5. I think they're $5. I don't love the Panther as much as I like the Vibrix, or I love the Warden's White Rooster Tail, but I kind of love the silly, spinny little minnow. Plus, now that I know it's $11, but it's still cool. I'm still gonna try it. But yeah, it's just, this was a really good box. Kind of upset about the presence of this. We could have had maybe 2 other spinners, or like a really, really nice spinner. Last spring they did this European spinner. I lost it and I tried to buy another one. Every single one I found was like $15 with $20 worth of shipping from the UK. Anyway, I would rather have a second spinner, like a premium spinner or something like that, over like a baby square bill like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could be, because I'm more of a trout guy than I am panfish guy. But yeah, this box was good. I will reconsider my subscription for next month for Panfish and Trout, possibly. I'll think about it, but definitely, I've already posted the video for the bass box. I'm not impressed. Like, I wasn't ecstatic about that. But you guys flip back, check that out. I want you to guys stay safe out there. Respect the water. Water temps are still really, really low. It's still very much so February. Okay? Respect the water. Stay warm. Okay? Stay safe out there too. Like, besides being by the water, like stuff's a little crazy out there right now. It's been crazy out there in the big wide world for a little while. So stay safe. Okay? But most of all, guys, I want you to go out there and FAFO. Fish around and find out. Take care, guys. Peace.